Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Psychic Medium Toni Greene. I am Toni Greene. So, today I'm going to be taking callers like I always do and answering questions and doing clearings. If I call your area code, please let me know. Where are you calling from and what is your first name? I don't have that information. I just have a list of numbers of people waiting to connect. If you have a question, please have one question ready, one very specific question ready. If you want to connect with a loved one on the other side, I just need their first name, their connection to you, and any conversation or communication you would want to have with that loved one. So I'm going to just do this right here. Hopefully that's going to help. I'm going to do that right there. Okay. I want to say for those of you listening, I'm still having a bang moment. I cut my own bangs again and they're very crooked. If I just would have waited until Tuesday, I would be fine because Tuesday I go in, but they were long and I just had to chop them myself and they're long, they're a little crooked. Why I don't notice this until I'm on camera, I have no idea. It's crazy. Hey, Patrick. Hey, Genevieve. Hi, Mimi. Okay, those are all my YouTube peeps. I love you guys so much. If you are on YouTube, please say hello in the chat. Tell me where you are from. And if you have a question or a clearing you would like. Also, um, also, if you are on, I can't, I lost it. I was just gonna say something and I lost it. Hey, Fawn. Okay, so tonight I will be a guest on the Peter G Show. It starts at 8 p.m. Central Time. And Peter talks about a number of different things on his show. He talks about everything from, I mean, just everything. It's a great show. If you haven't watched or listened to his show, you should. His show airs on YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, and a number of other venues. So if you would like to join this evening, it starts at 8 p.m. Central, and you can just go to my Facebook page. The link for the Peter G Show is there. And I believe the show is for maybe 2 hours. I should be a little bit more of a detail oriented person, shouldn't I? I really should. Okay. It starts at 8 and it will go as long as it goes. And Peter is giving away 2 readings with me this evening. So you can call in and get a reading, not just one question. You can do a reading. What else do I need to say? Hey, Stevie, my little bug butt, sweet pea. As most of you know, Stevie is my youngest brother that I just adore. So now that I give him a shout out on the show, he calls me and he starts singing songs to me. I think he wants me to tell you guys what songs he's singing. Um, but yeah, he cracks me up. Hey, unconscious wisdom. I happy to see you. Thank you for joining us here. He cracks me up. He just starts singing and singing, and I'm like, he's so adorable though. And hey, Jessica. I know Jessica listens to my show later on in the evening. And Matthew, there's Michelle and David. Um, Michelle and David, I'm thinking 2 weeks. 2 weeks should be between 2 and 3 weeks. I should be in Florida. Um, to be able to say hi. Hopefully, all things going well, but there are a lot of flights getting canceled everywhere on every airline. Uh, uh, uh. Yeah. Okay, unconscious wisdom, you correct me the F up because he said, "I guess you could say you did a bang job." I did do a bang job. I don't think I did a good bang job though. Oh, I love you people. You make me so happy. You make me so, so happy. Today is gonna be a goofy day. If you're not about like laughing and joking and having fun, please, um, let's get you there. Let's get you there today. Today is going to be a good day. So everybody has like stuff in their life, right? We're all just going through stuff, and a lot of times people have no idea the stuff we're going through because we keep it to ourselves. We don't tell a lot of people, and we don't have a number of different reasons. Um, so what I guess I'm saying here is, be kind with people, be patient with people. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what happened to them the day before, the week before. Um, Try to be understanding and one of my things in life that I've always tried to do is if I can make somebody laugh, whether I'm checking out at the store or um, talking to somebody, if I can make them laugh, I feel like I've done my job because laughter, we don't, in today's world, we just don't have enough laughter, number one. And number two, it can change, like that little bit of laughter can change so much in a person's life. Hey, Sal. Um, and a lot of times it might be the only time that person laughs during that day. So I tell a lot of stupid, corny jokes at my own expense, sometimes at the expense of whatever is around me. But because I understand that our energetic levels can change like that, just like that, they can change. So if we're, I was watching a video the other day, and it said if you have like a minute of anger, it can take you up to 7 hours to turn that around. Your body is on that heightened um, emotions for like up to 7 hours. So if we have a moment of laughter, right? If we can laugh for 1 minute, we can then turn it around also. So if you have the opportunity to tell a joke, to make somebody laugh, please take that opportunity. The universe will always bring it back around to you. And if you love somebody, tell them. Maybe because they don't know, people assume people know that they are loved. They don't always know they're loved. Maybe because it's something they need in that moment, or maybe you should just tell them because what if you never get the opportunity to say it? What if something happens and you never, you missed that opportunity to say it? Nobody's ego, nobody's pride should be so great that they miss the opportunity to tell somebody that they love them. And even if you feel like it might not turn out the way you want it to, who cares? Who cares? Love is never lost. Never ever lost. It is shared, it is expanded, it is felt, but it is never ever lost. Never. And even if you're letting somebody go out of your life, you have to let them know how much you love them, because life is not easy. I don't care what it looks like on anybody's face or how they show up. Gosh, spirit is really hitting me today. Life is not easy for people. You might look at them and think their life is easy, but it's not always easy. Everybody has very difficult things that they go through, and they hide it and they don't talk about it. And sometimes your words of kindness and love can be something that really helps a person. So let's go to the first caller and spirit. We can zoom this out of here right now. Zoom. Here we go. 814. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello. Hi, this is Amy, and I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Hey, Amy. Thank you so much for calling in today. How can I help you?
I am calling in. I had called, about a month ago about a job interview that I had, and I don't believe that I got a position.
Oh, sweetie, I'm
So
so
I was
sorry.
kind of seeing what you were getting for any other positions,
Okay, so
job
first,
positions for me.
First, let me do a clearing or a healing on the perfect position coming in for everybody who's looking for work right now. And I get a no, so let's clear that. Um, Amy, one of the things I'm getting is there's a stall. Like even in me getting information for you right now, there's a stall. Like I'm listening. I'm like, okay, come on, bring it on. Let's go. Pop it in. And usually, like anybody who has had a session with me, anybody who watches the show, 9 times out of 10 information just pops. It just is there. And for some reason there's something. So Amy, I'm going to do a personal check in on you if that's okay. I'm going to just say Amy's clear. I get a no. We're going to clear that to yes. Holy fudgesicles, Amy. Holy guaca fudgesicles. Amy is unclear. Okay, let's clear that too. Yeah, Amy, there is some stuff, some energy with you that is definitely slowing you down and blocking your stuff. So let's get that cleared back away. Okay, Amy? Let's get some of that cleared up. And as we get that cleared up, as that heaviness releases, because a lot of people don't realize I get information from your angels. Okay. But I also get information by being in your energy, not in your energy, but your energy when it's open and bright and clear. Those messages fly to me. When there are walls up, or your energy is a little heavier, or your energy is feeling
Is somebody trying to block me from
no
getting another job?
Nope, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. And here's what I'm going to say. Let's not go there. Let's look at it this way. Let's say this.
Okay.
When we're in a situation where we're looking for work and finances can be a little bit strapped, and we have a lot of stress and or pressure, our energy starts to change. We're not that happy-go-lucky, free type of person, right? So we have to start getting back into that place where we're confident again. And Amy, one thing I'm hearing for you is you should only be, if you're going to watch or listen to something, you should be listening to comedies or watching comedies right now. Anything that makes you laugh will break up this energy, but we're clearing it away. But not only for you, for anybody listening, re-listening, watching, re-watching. I want everybody to do well. Like there should be, just because one person wins, it doesn't mean another person loses. We're all playing our own game with ourselves, if I can say that correctly, and which doesn't make sense to some people. People think it's a competition. There's no competition. You're you. Nobody is going to get what's meant for you. Nobody's going to be able to take from you what is meant for you. So I don't care if it's a relationship. I don't care if it's work. I don't care if it's money. If it's meant for you, it's coming to you. It's going to be yours. Now, they might prevent you from getting
Okay,
the
because I
wrong
was
job.
confident. I wasn't.
They might prevent you from getting the wrong job or a job that might not serve your highest purpose, but they won't prevent you from having a job that is yours. And I think your energy is a little bit murky or heavy right now because of being in a place where you are looking for work and it is such a stressful thing. So, Amy, I'm going to tell you all things going the way they should. I feel like within a month and a half, you should be gainfully employed, meaning having the job being accepted. Now, I know sometimes we get stuck on a position. We see a position, we really want it, and we don't keep looking or keep going. I'm going to tell you for
Oh, I haven't given up.
good.
No,
No,
I'm
no, no,
still
no.
putting out there. I'm not. I didn't give up, or I didn't throw in the towel, or
Right. Of course not. But here's the way I'm going to say it. Every day, send out 2 to 3 different things, even if it's not something you want. And search under different things because I think there's something that is uh I think there is something you might be looking for the right thing in the wrong place or the right thing in the wrong place. And what I'm going to say is within a month and a half you should be gainfully employed. I do think you need to, and I know that this is a weird way of saying it, and I don't know what they're trying to say, but you need to look at a different way of doing it, which can mean don't get well for first don't get stuck on one thing. Keep no matter what. I even tell people once you're accepted to a position or you're interviewing and you know you have this position, keep looking because you don't once you have a position, that better one might be just around the corner because once we're employed, we have that confidence and that energy and something that pays more, does better might pop in. Now, the second thing that I'm going to say to you is, and I say this all the time, and I know people don't like it, especially when they're looking for work and they feel like they need work. Now, if you can't find a job, refrigerator job. If you cannot find a job, make a job. Offer to go buy people's groceries for money. Because once you have money coming in, and even though it's not a lot of money, once you have money coming in, it opens that energy again for money. I'm not saying that that's what you're going to do. I'm saying that there's something coming in. Amy, you know what? I'm going to say this and I hope that you're not offended by this and I don't know if I'm going to say it in the right way. And I'm just going to say don't go anyplace. I did mute you just for a second. What I'm going to say to you is you have to get outside of your box. And this is the reason I muted you because they want to say something that I feel like you would say, but I'm not in a box, but I'm open. You have to come outside of your box and you have to look at the way I'm hearing the word progression, the way the progression is going. So sometimes we want this, we want to be in this situation and we want to do it this way. And the universe and our angels are saying, but look at this, but look at this, but look at this. And what does that mean for you specifically? And I'm trying to get them to nail this, to nail it down for you and what that means for you specifically. And I think what that means for you specifically is you have to look at different types of opportunities, whether this means a work from home opportunity, a different type of company, or taking all the skills that you have, listing them out and figuring out what other type of work you can do. Now, I know the East Coast, from what I've read, might be a little bit more difficult to, 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 find the best position at, because parts of the East Coast might not be completely reopened yet. But there are so many companies that are allowing people to work remotely. Um, Tesla, um, Apple, ASX. There are literally, if you put in like Google job search remote, you will find a ton of stuff, and you can pick your price, and you can be an independent contractor and make X amount for each specific position. Now, that doesn't have to be your forever position, but it might really surprise you if you go and look at that, as to how much you might enjoy that down the line. And don't 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 put yourself in the box of, this is my title, this is what I do, and this is how I do it. You need to open that up a little bit. And I really do hope that is helpful. um, I really do hope that is helpful. I'm going to go to caller 512. 512, how are you today?
Hi, good afternoon, Toni.
Hey.
My name is Yvonne, and I'm calling from Texas.
Hey, Vaughn, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Excellent. Good. How can I help you today?
Thank you for taking my call.
Oh, thank you for calling in.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you. I'm calling to see if you see a job in my near future, one that's really good for me.
Okay. Yeah, I do see a job in your near future, one that's really good for you. I feel like your next job is not going to be your best job, but the job after that is going to be your best job. I feel like these jobs are going to piggyback each other. I feel like you're going to get a position, you're going to be there for about a month, but while you're there, you're kind of looking at something else or interviewing for something else, and then you end up transitioning over to the other place. I do feel like you're going to know about this very soon. So wherever you, okay, so where you land is not where you are going to stay. I hope that makes sense to you. You're going to land one place, and it's going to be your launching pad to the next place. So you're very, again, just to be clear, your very next job is not going to be your like forever job, or even a long lasting job. And that's okay. Listen, people say to me, isn't it wrong to take a job if I know I'm only going to be there for a month? No. And here's why. And here's why. That month time is a trial period for the company and for you. You're going in and figuring out if this is a good fit for you, and they're figuring out if this is a good fit for them. Okay, that's why they call, in a lot of companies, they have a probationary period, because they're figuring it out. This way they say, oh, it's a 90-day probationary period. Okay, we get that, but we can have a 90-day probationary period too, and if something better comes along, there is nothing wrong with taking the better option. So I am going to tell you that it is time for you to just, the next thing that comes, don't think about it as this is the end game. This is it. And it's not, when you take this position, you're going to know you don't want to be there forever, but it's going to open up a door for you, and you are going to end up in about a month's time, or within a month's time, finding another position and taking that position, and that is going to be an amazing position for you. Okay, love?
Okay, thank you. Do you see that it's a temporary job, like from a temporary agency?
The first one or the second one?
The first one.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay, because I've been putting in a lot of, submitting my resume everywhere.
Yeah. And you know what? Your
Okay, Toni, I
area,
really appreciate your time.
yeah,
Go
your
ahead.
area is very, very flooded with people right now, a lot of new people coming in. And again, I'm going to say even if the position you take, the first position or the second position is a remote position, because your area is a little overpopulated, don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to do that work from home thing or working remotely thing, because I feel like that might be a good alternative for either the first or the second position. And I do feel like you need to
Mhm.
keep all the options open, because your area is like, there are a lot of people coming to your area right now. And sometimes when we do that remote job, we can actually make a little bit more money than what our area is paying. So keep an open mind
Okay.
and definitely work with an agency. But I feel like the second position is going to be a permanent long-term position. Okay, love?
Awesome. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to go directly to the next caller, 860.
Mhm.
860. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Toni. It's Amla. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's wonderful to hear from you. How are you today?
Good to. I just wanted to say congratulations before I forget on your TV show. I want to tune in. I'm so happy for you.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Yeah, Peter's a really nice guy. I just a friend of mine, Jennifer, set this up for me, and Jennifer Modette Perry set this up for me and did the intro, and so I'm super excited to be on his show tonight. It's
I'm going to be watching. I'm going to definitely be watching
good.
you. But I
Yes.
do have a question that
Yes.
I wanted to tell you before I forget. You
Mhm.
know, I'm really, really happy for you. And I
Thank
read that you
you.
have a 7th book out. I didn't know that. Good for you. That's
Oh my
awesome.
gosh, thank
That's
you,
awesome.
Amla. Thank you.
Of course, fellow author.
Yes, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
pretty
Because
cool.
Amla, what can you tell everybody the name of your book?
Okay, so I have 2 books of my own and 2 collaboratives.
Two.
First one is called Eye with a View, like a body part, EYE with a view. It's on my website, amlaspeaks.com. And the second book came out last year, 21 of June, and it's Amla Speaks 365, and there are 365 reflections and insights from me.
I love that. Beautiful. Yeah. So everybody, if you're looking for a good book to read, Amla Speaks and I with a View.
With a view.
With a view. Yep. And they're on her website, Amla Speaks, and you can go there and check it out and see if it's something you might be interested in. Okay, Amla, really quick, hold on a second.
Okay.
If you are watching on one of the stations that does a 30-minute show, thank you so much for watching. You can go to YouTube to watch the second half of this, or you can wait for the second half to show up on the station you are watching. And thank you so much for watching. Now we're going to continue with the second part of the show. Go ahead, Amla. How are you? Go ahead with your question.
Thanks, Toni. So I have 2 exciting things that are coming. I have book signings and things like that at the end of April. I was going to say August. April, so the 24th and the 30th. And then I'm actually signed up for a retreat in Florida. I'm super excited in June 1st. So what I was wondering, I know I've talked to you before. I even had a reading with you privately. Just was wondering, where do you see me meeting somebody special? Do you feel like it's any one of these places?
Okay. Well, the first thing I hear is market, Market. Now, the retreat is going to be fun. You're going to have a great time. The book signing is going to be good. You're going to be super pro there. I feel like you meet this person. Is it? I just hear the word market, and they're not usually, Amla, with you. They give me a visual on where you're going to meet your person. I'm not even getting a visual on this one. That's weird. I'm going to tell you again, like the timeline on this is switching a little bit. It's going back and forth.
Okay.
Um, so there might actually be two separate people coming in. But one,
Okay.
obviously, they're not both going to be lovers. One of them is going to be a good friend, a long-term friend, and the other one is going to be more of a, I don't know why they're saying it this way. They're so kooky. A lover, a lover, a lover.
That's funny. That's
This
funny.
the
Okay.
one that has the potential to be the lover is going to be coming in
That's awesome.
oh, not for a bit of time. It might be a little bit of time. I feel like this summer you're going to be super duper busy. You're going to be I
Okay.
think what you're doing right now is just the beginning. What you have set up is the beginning. And I cannot state this enough that when we start opening up our energy and doing things, more things come in. So I think until around
Yeah.
January, you're going to be pretty booked up doing things. Keep it going. Don't slow down. And then in November,
Okay.
something's going to come in. And then in January, something's going to come in. Now, having said that, I know that seems pretty far off, but I do feel like someone's coming in prior to that. It just might not be the lava forever type of person. It might be a different type of situation. Okay, a different type of situation.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say
Okay.
now this can change if things slow down and the person comes in sooner. I do feel like you're going to be communicating with this person before you actually spend a lot of time with this person. Okay, sweet girl.
Yes. That's awesome.
Excellent.
I'm
And
excited.
congratulations on your book
Thank.
signings. I love that. I think that's beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm going to be tuning in today. Everybody tune in to Toni. This is going to be awesome. So
Thank you
excited.
so much, sweetie. I love that. Thank you for that shout out. You're such
God bless.
a sweet
Thank
girl. Thank
you.
you. You are welcome. You are welcome. Okay, I am going to go directly to 805. 805. How are you today?
Oh, thank you. I'm fine. This is Donna. My question is, do you see anything in the love life department for me?
Who? Donna. I wish the first thing I heard was yes, absolutely, but unfortunately I did not hear that. So what I'm going to say is someone, I feel like you're going to be meeting a lot of new people. Now I'm emphasizing the word people
Okay.
being male and female. I feel like the person that you are asking about, the person that could be a potential love opportunity. Um, I'm feeling like that is not going to come in until potentially June or July. Now,
Oh,
I'm going to
that's
say,
fine. Yeah, give me time to shape.
yeah, and I'm going to say, and that's a potential. It depends on, and a lot of people don't always understand this. When we don't get it when we want it, we get it when we're ready, when we actually like open a door or a window or allow somebody in a little bit. Because if we're not ready, if the other person isn't ready, it can be very, very devastating for everybody involved. Um, you can meet the right person at the wrong time. Absolutely. I feel like if it's not June or July, end of June, beginning of July, it's going to be August for it should be. Now, again, this depends on when you feel you're ready. If you're not ready, somebody, the right person could walk up and you could shut them down, not even knowing that they were approaching you to potentially have a relationship or to just get to know you better. One of the things I'm hearing for you, Donna, and if it's not specifically for you, it could be for somebody else listening in, is we do this thing sometimes, and it's more common with women than it is for men, where we tend to think or feel like, well, they just wanted this anyway. or oh, they weren't really that interested anyway. We make a presumption about the potential partner, and what we need to do is not make presumptions, but instead not make negative presumptions. And we need to make statements of, oh, well, let's just see where this goes. Let's just see what's going to happen here. Let's just see how this is going to play out. And not make presumptions of how we think they're going to feel about us, or what they're going to want with us, or what they're going to want from us. Of course, if there are red flags, or they're appearing that way, then we know it's not a presumption, it's a fact, and that there's a huge difference there. But being in that space where we are open to and ready for someone to come in without having the negative, projecting our personal, projecting our personal thoughts as their thoughts. So that's a really important thing for you to embrace. And the other thing that they're saying, Donna, is they're singing that song, if you can't be with the one you love, then love the one you're with. And for you right now, and for anybody who's single, that if you're single, the one you're with is you. So love you, like full on 1,000,000% love you. And then the person who comes in will mirror the love that you have for you. Okay, beautiful?
Oh, yeah, that's so true. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Toni. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for calling in. I love being able to chat with you. I do. And just get ready for
Oh,
get ready, because there is somebody that is a potential partner for you. You have to be open to accepting love, having love, and knowing that somebody can, will, does love you. Does that make sense to you?
it does. Yes. Yes. That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a little
All right.
clearing on that says, I accept love for you. Everybody listening, watching, re-listening, re-watching, I accept love. Whew, let's clear that to a yes. And I don't know about anybody else, but that felt like a big push or pressure on my heart area. Donna, until next time, have an absolutely amazing day. I'm going to go directly to 951. 951, how are you today?
Great, it's Nathaniel. How you doing?
Oh my goodness, Nathaniel, I'm so good. It's been a minute. It's been a long minute. I was thinking about you the other day and how your lungs are doing and what's going on with you. Because I hadn't heard from you for like a solid minute. So Nathaniel, thank you so much for touching base.
Thank you. Thank you for being here and take my call.
My pleasure. Nathaniel, how can I help you today? What's going on in your life?
Well, I'm not sure. I was working at Cash Creek Casino as a security guard, and then I had the lung surgery, so I went out, and then I transferred over to the golf course, and they let me go a couple days ago, and I kind of been doing Uber, and I wasn't sure if I should move back to Southern California, where I'm from, but I'm just kind of soul searching now. I seem to be doing somewhat better. I get a lot of massages, and I think I need kind of a break now.
Okay.
Maybe, I still do Uber.
I think that, Nathaniel, something that you're in control of, like Uber, is a really good option for you. Something you can decide when you can work and when you can't, and when you're up to it and when you're not. I think that's a beautiful option for you, especially with everything you have going on right now. I am going to say, I do believe that there are some other options as far as even driving options that might be coming in for you. I do feel like the Uber option is one of your strongest options at this time. You are such a wanderer and such a free soul, and it's really difficult for you to be pinned down in any situation. Your ideal situation, Nathaniel, would be to have an RV and drive people from one state to the next. I can't even make that shoot. I'm trying really hard not to have such a potty mouth, everybody. I like, I didn't real.
It's the five of spades. It's the five of spades thing. So I'm a five of spades. If you look at the cards of destiny, so
Okay.
there's other people born on the five of spades. I
Okay.
think you're two of spades. I'm not sure.
Maybe. I'm gonna tell you.
I'm not sure.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Never mind. It was just about the cards of destiny and me being a five of spades. I'm not sure what you are, but five of spades is a big wanderer card.
Okay. Yeah, and you are. You are the wanderer, and you need something that allows you that freedom to wander and to be out there and to not be tied down and to especially not have someone telling you when, where, and how. And again, like if you would do very well driving people from one state to the next or from one location to the next, and maybe look at some of that to figure out the dynamics or the logistics of that, and go with that. Also, I do feel like there is a need at this point in time. And I, again, for what it's worth, for those who are interested, there is with everything going on with travel, as far as airlines canceling so many flights and all the restrictions they're imposing, and a number of other things. I do feel like there is a need for alternative modes of travel for people. And maybe you're going to come up with something like that with a state to state travel. I do feel also like there is going to be some other opportunities coming in for you as far as driving. Um, if you do so choose some driving opportunities. So pay attention, keep your eyes open, allow yourself to see, I don't know if see those opportunities is the right word, but to be in a space where you have those opportunities presenting themselves to you. I do feel like you are going to be taking your destiny in your own hands, and um, kind of it's not going to matter where you live, because you're going to be kind of all over the place with things. So just keep that in mind. Wherever you want to live, you can, wherever you feel most comfortable or like it's the safest environment for you. But keep in mind that I do feel like you're going to be doing some long distance traveling and or driving, if you choose. I'm not the boss of you, but if you choose, that might be a good choice for you. Okay, Nathaniel?
Okay.
Excellent. And thank you again, Nathaniel, for calling in. I'm really grateful I was able to connect with you and see that you're doing okay and that everything is in place for you. Thank you.
Happy Easter.
Oh my goodness, yes, it's almost Easter. Happy Easter, Nathaniel, and happy Easter to everybody who's listening that celebrates Easter or Orthodox Easter, whatever way you celebrate. Happy Easter. I'm going to go directly to 405. 405, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Heather from Oklahoma.
Okay, how can I help you, love?
I was calling about my relationship with Dakota. Do
Okay.
you see that working, or we have a lot of outside people trying to get in the middle of it? We've had a lot of issues.
Yeah, the first thing I hear is it's really complicated, especially right now.
Yeah, it is.
There's some money issues going on here also. There's something with money. I don't know what the money thing is, but there's something with money. You may not even know what this money issue is at the moment, but you're going to find out. I feel like people are definitely, here's the thing. At some point in a relationship, people have to just block out everybody else and decide, like, this is where I am and this is what I'm doing. I don't care what my family thinks or says. This is it. And just make that choice for their own happiness. Um, or friends, whatever it is. If somebody is making you happy, you just have to move forward. I think in your case, love, I think one of the things you need to do is you need to sit down with Dakota. You need to really have a sit down and say, look, and I say this on all my shows when communicating with your partner, don't use the word me, you, I, use the term we. I think we need to sit down and I think we need to discuss what we see or how we see this future going. I do feel like if you have that conversation um, at a time when there's no conflict and when he has eaten, because if he has a thing with his, if he hasn't eaten, he gets really, like, emotionally it's not the best. So make sure he has a nice full tummy, and then have this conversation with him and allow it to unfold, and ask him to say, what is it that you see a healthy relationship looking like, and what do you see as a good situation, and then go from there, because I do feel like there's going to be, after this conversation, things will change for the better. But the conversation definitely needs to be had. The conversation definitely needs to come into play, and you need to say, how you feel about a relationship, not your relationship with him. Two people can be extremely in love with each other and adore each other and just have different beliefs about what a relationship looks like or how they want the relationship to proceed, moving forward. Like, one might think, I think we should get, just throwing out examples, move in, get married, do these steps, where the other one says, well, we can move in, I don't want the marriage thing, da da da. And it might just be personal beliefs, not anything about you personally, just where they are. um but until you have those really good conversations, you're not going to know. I think not only is he letting people get in his ear, but I think that he is also having, like, they're showing, this is the stupidest vision I think I've ever had in my entire show life here. They're showing him, it's silly, not stupid, silly. They're showing him standing like in a grassy field, and he keeps like jumping up on his tippy toes, like something is coming around his feet. And I think what they're showing me is like a snake, like he's afraid of getting bitten by something. And so he's like, keeps jumping up, like, and not wanting to get, like, not wanting to get bit or to get his toes wet or whatever it is. It's crazy. He's just like jumping up like he's afraid, like, and it's silly because there's nothing to be afraid of. It's that next step. They're saying it's that next step that is really messing with his head, and he needs to just not listen to other people. He needs to just be in it, and or out of it, and let you either move forward or not. Now, I'm going to tell you, where this relationship goes is up to you. You're going to be the person that makes the final choice. You're going to be the person that decides. Like, I hear that song, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? If I stay, there will be trouble. If I go, it will be double. Um, you're just not sure. Once you make up your mind, everything will fall into place for you. The next question people typically ask me is, if I move on, will there be somebody else? And yes, of course, there's always someone else. It's just difficult when we really care about somebody and we really love someone to let them go and to even think about a next person or moving on. But what I do want to say is that when you are ready, when you decide that you're going to move on, if you do, um, everything is going to kind of fall into place for you. You're going to notice that a lot of the drama and the chaos that you've been experiencing is going to fall away. You're just not quite ready to throw in the towel on this yet. You're hoping he sees things from a different perspective. You're really hoping he can look at things from a different perspective and, see how much you care about him. Well, I'm going to tell you, he knows how much you care about him. He's just a person who might not be strong enough to make his own decisions yet. He just might not be strong enough to be in that space where he can make his own choices, like and stand on his feet. Oh, stand solid on his feet and say, this is what I want. He's afraid of what other people will think or say once he makes that choice. He just needs to I don't want to use this statement, but he just needs to make his choice. He just needs to make up his mind and decide that this is what he wants and move forward with it and stop being nervous about what other people say or what might go wrong. And that's it. That's just what he needs to do. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that, though. What somebody needs to do and what they're going to be able to do, two completely different things. So you might be the person that says, you know what, you need to decide, or you might be the person actually making that decision. Okay, love?
Okay.
And I'm sorry, that's probably the longest, most unclear answer that I have ever given. But it is a factual answer.
No, so it's my son doesn't want him around, and that's what's kind of causing more issues. So, because we had an issue.
Well, what I would say is, wherever the most peace can come in your life is the best solution. Wherever the most peace can come in your life is probably a really good solution, especially with when it comes to family things. But at the end of the day, ask yourself, is this healthy? And if it is, then do what you need to do to make resolution. If it is not, then do what you need to do to be in a healthy situation. Okay, love?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you so much for being part of the show. I'm going to go to 956. 956. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Well, my name is Toni as well.
Hey, Toni.
And I'm calling from Texas.
Hey, Toni. How can I help you today?
Hi. I was going to ask you, I'm having issues at my work. What do you see for me? What changes do you see for me?
Okay, I see that within, and this is up to you. The timeline might be a little bit off, but I feel like within a month, you're going to change locations. Okay, now pay attention to that verbiage. You are going to change locations, meaning if your work has more than one location, you may go to a different branch of your work. But if it doesn't have more than one location, you're going to change to a different company altogether. I do feel like within a month, you are going to find something. And I do, you know what, Toni, I want to say that I do feel like you are, if you're not thinking about it now, you're going to think about something that you can do on your own, like your own business, your own thing. You're going to be starting your own thing. Even if you start it, like I hear the term slow and grow, I feel like you are going to be starting something on your own, and it's going to pick up, and it's going to, like they're using the term catch fire. It's going to move very quickly, and you're going to love it. And you might
is just giving me a hard time and picking my work and everything. If they're going to realize that she's the problem because it's personal.
I feel like when you change, I feel like you are going to change location. Someone's going to change location. And when that change happens, they're going to see what the problem is. But now, Toni, I'm going to tell you again, I do feel like you are going to be doing something off on your own also. I do feel like you're going to be starting your own thing. And when you do that, you're going to be very happy. But I feel like you're going to be doing both for a minute. And then the other thing, the work thing is not going to matter once you start your own thing. You're still going to be there. But when the location change comes in, I'm feeling like everything will be brought to light. Okay. Sometimes you can't tell people things. You have to let them see it after you either change locations or move on. Don't, you know what, whatever's going on with this other person or thing, don't even pay attention to it. You're going to be out of that situation soon. And then they can see when it continues to be a problem with this person. Okay, love?
Yes, thank you very much. I mean, you're right on the spot about the 1 month issues, but thank you very much. I appreciate your feedback.
Absolutely.
And I'll follow up with you.
Oh, I can't wait. Thank you so much. And it's absolutely my pleasure. I'm going to go to the very next caller, who is 727. 727, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Lisa. I'm calling from Florida.
How can I help you today?
90 seconds. I want to know, like, when you see a move coming up for me and like a change in that direction.
Okay, so I didn't realize when I clicked on you that I only had like a minute left. So I'm sorry. I want to apologize for that.
Wow.
So what I'm going to say to you is I feel like within 6 months, depending again upon you and how much you
60 seconds.
look, within 6 months, you will be fully moved. But I do feel like you're going to have a really good idea of the place you're moving to in a month to a month and a half. It's just going to take up to 6 months for that move to take place. Okay, love?
Okay.
I'm sorry I didn't have more time to answer that, but I do feel like it was a really good answer. I want to thank everybody for watching, listening, rewatching, re-listening. Everybody have an amazing week. I'll be back Monday at noon to do this all over again.